Hello, everyone. This is Al over at Ecstatic Forest Festival, and this is another episode of Forest Connections. I'm here with Jaira today. How are you doing?
I am absolutely fantastic.
Excellent. So we got you on to talk about your experience at the inaugural Ecstatic Forest Festival last April in 2022. So before we get into that, how did you hear about the festival?
So it's a really interesting, like, crossroads. I was hanging out with a friend in Houston. I had just traveled there from Kansas and was hanging out with an old friend that I hadn't seen in a few years. And they took me to their apartment where I met Andrea, actually. He was taking her room because she was moving out to live in her van. And so I met Andrea and we were talking and she was like working on something and I asked about it and she's like, "Oh, I'm a part of this festival that I'm creating, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Oh, I'm totally going. That sounds phenomenal." And so it was like a really like cool personal like invitation type experience introduction.
Nice, nice. And so you came and I'm assuming you camped on site. And what was your experience like? Like, kind of just take us through it. What did you kind of think going in, and then how was it different like there, or how was it the same as what you were expecting?
Yeah, so I did car camping, which I really loved having my vehicle with like my camping situation. Um, I was kind of nervous, honestly, because I hadn't been to a festival in a while. And I was like one of the first people there, and I was like, oh, so I get to choose my spot. I'm not kind of like, forced into a corner. And like my typical self wanted to go like on the edge, kind of like away, but there was this tree in the middle that was really calling me. So I set up by the tree, and it was actually like the group of people that surrounded that tree was so amazing. Um, and it's funny, I'll be honest. Um, I was only on the dance floor for maybe 5 minutes because I was having so much fun doing like everything else and hanging out with the people that I had met. So this next year, I definitely have intention to dance on the dance floor more. But
Nice. So you
yeah,
met a lot of new people then. You kind of came in knowing maybe one or two people, and then just met a lot of people there.
yeah, I knew the person um, that connected me with Andrea. They camped by me, and then my friend Sarah, who actually did laughter yoga at the festival. We had met like a few times before, but weren't really close. And then at that festival, like we became really close. And actually, right now we're looking for a home to kind of like be roomies in. So that's really exciting.
Amazing. Yes, we love Sarah. She did an
Mhm.
amazing job last year. So what were some of the key festival moments for you? All the experiences there. We had workshops and dancing and some other experience areas. What kind of like really stood out for you?
Hmm. Man, yeah. So one thing, one thing that really stood out to me, just because the kind of just all the places that I went to get to that exact moment of um, Vision's IAR workshop. I had heard about it before and like experimented with it before from someone else. Um, and then like I saw on the paper like conscious relating. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Like I'm into that. So I went to the workshop and then I look at the paper that he hands out and it's the exact like the exact thing that I went over a few months ago. And I'm like, the universe is trying to tell me something. So I'm paying attention. And like uh, later in the festival, I connect with Vision and like, I don't know, it's just like so interesting the hindsight of events that I experience. And then just it reveals itself like so much more to me. Um, other things. Mm, so I was a volunteer, um, and I was set up at the Giving Tree to kind of be the last person in the fairy scavenger hunt, which I really love that idea. I think that's really cute. And just seeing like all the miniature things in trees was like that was so precious and fun. Um, but I was the morning shift, so like not like a lot of people were coming to me for the work, like the job that I was doing. But a lot of people were coming up to me just like to connect, and that was like really special. Also to just like have my space like in the morning, because I was like around so many people, and it's like really important for me to have solitude. So that was like a really important time for me. I kind of forgot the question, honestly. I don't know
No,
if I.
just your peak experiences. So I'm glad you touched on the fact that you volunteered. What was your volunteer experience like in general?
Yeah. So mm, I enjoyed I enjoyed my volunteer experience. I A part of me felt like it was like I kind of feel like I should be doing more. But that's just like some programming around productivity. But it showed me that I want to like be more a part of it and like create more. It's like, yeah, I'm doing like what I was asked, but like I kind of want to do more because I see like so much potential in this, and I know like how potent it is for multiple people to harmonize in creating like a vision like that. And my first festival actually was Bonnaroo, I think in 2019 or something. And at the very end, the very last performer, like I just looked around me and I was like, I want to create something like this. Like this is home. And I really got to experience that at Ecstatic Forest, especially being like such a like a it wasn't like small, but it was intimate. And I really, really loved that. Um, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And one thing that really stands out to me is when we did our closing circle on the last morning, you kind of ended up in what's become a pretty iconic photo that we've been using, and it's a real highlight for me. So I just wanted to see if you had any share your perspective on that moment and what ended up being that really iconic photo of a big massive group community hug.
Oh my gosh. Like I don't I'm just so emotional because it was so powerful. Like you had spoken and were sharing and like were expressing, and it was so like sweet and everyone felt it. And it's like I know we all wanted to give you an individual hug, but it's like maybe we can like all come together and do that. And I just like I remember I like hopped on a little log and um just to be able to see it from the point of view that I had was like I was a part of it, but I was also like able to see it from kind of like it felt like I mean the whole weekend felt like a movie, honestly. But I had these glasses on of just like seeing everyone just like be in their experience and just really like love each other. And it was so pure. It was so pure. And just being able to see it the way that I saw it, like I just remember like looking at everyone so sweetly and just being like, I love you so much. I don't even know your name. And it's like my heart was just everyone's. It was a spiritual experience.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, I there was actually two big, hug piles that during that closing ceremony, and one was just before that when after Stefan had recited his amazing, amazing poem, and And I think I was in your position for that one. Like I wanted to jump in the hug pile, but at the same time, I also wanted to kind of be the observer and then just take in all of that energy. And it was just such a cool thing to witness and experience. And yeah, so it was definitely a iconic moment for all of us, and captured really amazingly well by our photographers who did a good job in capturing that moment and preserving it forever. So well, let's this year's right around the corner. I'm assuming you'll be back.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, what are you most looking forward to this year? At
Hmm.
least at this moment, you know, we still haven't, you know, released a lot of details, so it's kind of just what
Mhm.
feeling are you most excited about feeling when you come this year?
I I really like the culture is the most profound part of it for me. It's like I can sense that, like, of course we care about the details, but what we really care about is just like coming together and being ourselves.
Mhm.
And I just love the opportunity to have an environment where I can just explore and be safe to explore and like just meet all these like beautiful beings that come from, I don't know how many states last year did people come from?
Think about 13 or 14 different states.
Yeah, that's amazing. And just like yeah, I'm just really excited for what I discover in myself as well through connecting with these people and the opportunities. It feels really expansive and um, I don't know. I see a lot of myself like coming out for uh, this festival. Last festival, um, like I was kind of like more shy, and I feel like this. I mean, that definitely blossomed me, and I feel like this is like another opportunity for that, and so I'm just really excited.
Amazing. Yes. So looking forward to having you. Let me ask you a couple more questions. What do you think? I'm assuming you've been to other festivals in the past. What makes this festival experience different or unique for you, and what sets it apart?
Mm. For me, I can tell that the the most potent drug that we experience at this festival is just natural ecstasy compared to other festivals I've been at where it feels kind of substance centered. And I really enjoy that this is more about connection and as well like the emphasis on ecstatic dance. Like other festivals I've been to, I kind of have this feeling of like I don't know, it just doesn't feel as free and accepting. Like it is accepting, but this just there's another layer to this that feels like pure freedom. And yeah, just like the culture again, the culture of the people, like like the intention behind why we're coming together, just feels really pure. And the land that it's on, I know it's at a different location this time, but I really loved like the river last time and like being able to like just dress myself with mud. Um, yeah, it just felt so safe, like so safe. It was incredible.
I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, and don't worry about the land. We have an even better venue for you this year, and same river, just a different section of it, about 10 minutes down the road. So
Oh, cool.
and a really nice slice of forest to walk and meditate in and experience different things. So it's going to be a really beautiful experience this year as well.
Cool.
Um, I want to say I had one more question. Oh, is there anything else that you want people to know about you?
Hmm. Hmm. At first, I was like, no. Um, but there's so much. I don't know. Mm. Literally the only thing that's coming to my brain right now is my hugs will change your life.
Oh, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
I don't know.
That's
I have so many people like share what they experience when like we hug each other. Um, and it's just like the sweetest thing, and I never like really understood it. But um, yeah, like if you see me, like ask me for a hug, I'll probably say yes.
yes. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Yeah, that's the kind of, I mean, there's so many moments captured of people just giving these like beautiful, loving, accepting hugs at the festival, and everyone's hearts cracking wide open, and it's just such an amazing feeling to me. That's what gives me energy and keeps me going in getting ready for this. So I appreciate you sharing your energy and your love and your compassion for everybody, and being part of that culture and that safe space that's created. Like we all create this together, so it doesn't happen without each and every one of us. So Jaira, thank you so much for doing this and joining us today on another episode of Forest Connections. We appreciate you so much, and we look forward to seeing you again this year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yay.